We would like now to present the Dubai Data Economic Impact Report presented by Dr. Younus and Nasser, Assistant Director General of the SmartDubai Office, Chief Executive Officer of the Dubai Data Establishment.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning. Thank you, ArabNet. Thank you, Dr. Aisha. And thank you, Umar, for hosting us today here to present one of our achievements through our journey of our transformation in Dubai. So before I start my presentation, I'd like to ask, how many economists we have here in the room? Any? Okay. So some few we have over here. How many data scientists we have? Or data analysts? Wow, okay, 1, 2. Good? I think this is a great news to all of us over here. It's really combining the initiative or the impact that data can bring to the economy of the city. But before I start my presentation, I also would like to take a few moments to describe what is the smart transformation means to us. I think it's very simple. In Dubai, over here, we are responsible of creating a positive impact, an impact that every resident and visitor can always remember. And we are using technology innovation to create this positive impact that would result into creating people's happiness. And this is our role over here as a government, to enable the rest of the country, the rest of the city over here, into its journey towards digital transformation, creating positive impact. So to drive this impact within the city of Dubai, and I think you've also heard from Dr. Aisha, anything that we do in Dubai, we want from that to create a positive impact. And our impact methodology is around 3 axes, and we've used it in our digital transformation and also in our smart transformation 2021. The impacts that we want to create is first around customer impact, which is about people's happiness, and we want to create 95% of happiness by 2021. Also, we are creating a financial impact, and also we are creating an impact on our resources and infrastructures of the city. And again, this is a benefit-driven approach, an approach that measures its impact to realize how it is important for us, this smart transformation. So we've also have realized through our journey that for every dirham that's being spent by our smart government establishment, the government is saving 5 dirhams. And in the past decade, we've saved around 4.3 billion dirhams in worth of digitization in Dubai over here. But we've also, when we've launched the blockchain strategy, we looked at how much of an impact such a technology can bring to the economy. And we can see today, alhamdulillah, by 2020, implementing blockchain within the city and having the city transactionable 100%, or the government to be 100% transactionable over the government, the impact can be calculated to 5.5 billion dirhams. And also, together with our partners, Cisco, we've conducted a study. That study showed the impact of Internet of Things to the economy. And that is also 17.9 billion by having the city enabled through sensors and IoT devices. And over the 3 years, our transformation have been very rich of initiatives and activities that we have launched. And the data initiative was one of the initiatives that Smart Dubai have launched in November 2014. This is a journey where we started to pave the way on how do we create a culture of opening and sharing the data within the city, realizing the impact that we want to create. All the way to the announcement that we've done last month, where we provided the first milestone of the city towards providing open data to the public to get the benefits of it and start sharing it to create different use cases that the city can benefit from. So it's a very, very rich journey of a transformation in Dubai towards realizing the benefit of the data and fostering the economy of Dubai over here. And I remember on those days when we started, in 2015, together with my colleague Wissam, we had a big debate around should economy, a data economy, an impact economy, a data impact on the economy be calculated or not? Can this be really measured? Is there a mechanism to measure how much of an impact an open data can create? Is there a direct or indirect impact? And those was all of the questions that we had in hand. But that was also the way that, the reason why we've started this report. We wanted to ensure that, okay, by realizing something, anyone at the moment that you realize something, that this means it's like you can take some actions on it. So this is why it was important for us to start this report and now having the results of it. So that was about our smart transformation and the data initiative and how it started. And now I would go more into the data economic report that we've created over here in cooperation with KPMG that would show us the potential the city of Dubai can have by opening and sharing the data and creating that culture and economy around the data. So the methodologies that we've used to calculate the impact of the data is very simple. We've benchmarked the cities or the organizations who had a methodology to calculate the impact of the data. Then we've looked at the business map of Dubai and categorizing that using the GDP in order to find the sectors where we will have the most impact of data on. And by combining those two, we came up with a report that defines how much of an impact that we will have in Dubai by sector. And that is, in Dubai, inshallah, Dubai by 2021, open and shared data has a potential to add 10.4 billion dirhams to the economy every year. So from 2021, inshallah, we'll be able to add to the economy every year 10.4 billion dirham from both public and private sector contributing into the culture of opening and sharing the data in Dubai. And that means that if we calculate that number per capita, that can add 4,000 dirhams per capita in Dubai. So there is a lot that can be added to the economy. And the potential of public sector only that can add the gross value add to the economy is by sector and transportation and communication will be able to add 1.8 billion dirhams. In public administrations, we can add 1.5 billion dirhams. And then we can see the wholesale and retail sector can have another 900 million. Real estate, Dubai is very well known in this domain, has 639 billion dirhams. So there is a lot that can be added. And this is only from the public sector. Public sector contributing of opening their data can add a lot to the economy over here. Also, through the case study that we've done, we've also wanted to measure to prioritize what are the most data sets that can create the most valuable to the economy. And we've mapped that through using our methodologies and came out that the geospatial and environment data can have the most value to the economy. Traffic and transport then comes next. And we will be, as Dubai Data Establishment, prioritizing these data sets to generate the most impact to the economy of Dubai. So now a question is, what does that value mean to us? There is a lot that can go to the economy, but what that would translate into? Any guess? No? Smiley, happy face. It will create happiness in the city. And it will change every sector in Dubai to be much happier and also having a positive impact. So it can change the way that the living is in Dubai over here. It will make it much faster, much seamless. People who would like to find the right apartments or wants to find the right place to live in will have the access to the data that would result into finding their needs much better and much faster. We can also look at the businesses and the business creation in Dubai by publishing what are the sectors of business in Dubai over here and each category, and understanding how many companies we have in transportation and how many companies we have in the retail sectors and real estate and whatever. Then people can use that data to find out what are the new potential areas that they can invest in that would add a lot to the economy of Dubai. And also, the families, the life of the families will be impacted in Dubai over here. And all of what we do is we want our families to feel that they are at their home, they are very safe. And the way that the families are interacting with the city by having the data right at their hand will empower them to take the right decisions. And also, it will impact the way that we are planning our city. Our city will have a better realization of what is on the ground, and it will spark a better decision-making by having a better plans for the city of Dubai. So how we are achieving the greatest value from the data, and this was how we are achieving the greatest value of the data, through the data initiative, wherein we have a mandate, we have data guidelines and manuals, and data champions who are leading this initiative within their organizations. And very soon we want to have the private sector to come on board, and we want to have champions from the private sector to implement the culture of opening and sharing data in Dubai. And also, we've contributed by sets of curriculums to create the knowledge, the people they need into addressing opening and sharing the data in Dubai. And we've created a maturity model. Yes, we are calculating the impact that we are creating in Dubai, but also we want to understand where are we moving, how we are moving in terms of the maturity of this initiative. And also having a comprehensive roadmap that would, inshallah, result into having 100% of government data being shared and published by the government in year 2021. So we will unlock the benefit of data. It's 10.4 billion. Now we realize the impact. Together we can make it happen. So it's an effort where all of us has to come together in order to make it happen. And I'm sure each of you, by realizing the impact that data can create, will lead it within your organizations. And why? That's very simple. We want to create people's happiness, and this is our responsibility and our vision in Dubai, to make Dubai the happiest city on earth. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Younus. Now I would like to present our opening panel of the day, which is realizing the impact of data on Dubai. The panel will be moderated by Mr. Kaveh Vessali. Mr. Vessali is the senior partner of NXN, formerly NextGen.
Hello and welcome. I am absolutely delighted to be here to help start this conversation.